I'm calling to order the Town Regional School District Planning Board, the Community Outreach Subcommittee, and the Project Management Subcommittee. And I'm going to do roll call attendance for all three. Make sure we have a quorum of all three. Okay, for Planning Board, Charlie, are you here? I'm here. Carl's not here. Tom Burkle.
Present.
Jim.
Here.
George.
Here.
Deb.
Here.
Peter Taylor. Steve Bannon.
Here.
Don. Not here. John Silbert. Not here. Kim. Not here. Susan.
Yes, here.
Tara.
Here.
Nancy. I see Don is joined. Hi, John. Nadine.
Present.
Bonnie.
Here.
Colin.
Here.
Michael. Patrick is here.
He's just connecting to audio, but he's here.
Andy. Sarah.
Here.
Marie. Is Marie here?
I don't see Marie.
Okay.
I do see Andy on the panelists, but no audio.
Andy, are you here with us? Okay. One.
Oh, and there's Pat.
Okay, we have a quorum of the planning board. We have a quorum of community outreach. And we have a quorum of project management. So we're all set. So
Charlie just joined.
great. Charlie, can you hear us? Chuck, can you hear us?
Yes, I can, Liz.
Okay, great. All right. So first order of business is getting all of our minutes approved. And we've got a packet of them. I'm going to start with the full planning board minutes. We have minutes from July 18th, which were previously circulated. We have minutes from August 22, September 26, and October 17th. And if there's no objection, I'd like to take a single motion to approve all 4 sets of minutes.
So moved.
So moved. Second.
Okay, that's Nadine moving and Deb seconding.
Sure. You got it.
Okay. There was a correction on page 3 of the September 26th minutes. There's an extra period after the word only in the paragraph that begins a motion to approve. So we're getting rid of that extra period. Any other corrections to the planning board minutes? Any discussion? Okay, seeing no hands, I'll take a vote to approve these 4 sets of minutes. July 18, August 22nd, September 26th, and October 17th. Charlie,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Jim,
Yes.
George,
Yes.
Deb,
Yes.
Peter,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Tara,
Yes.
Nadine,
Yes.
Bonnie,
Yes.
Colin,
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
let's see. Did I miss anyone? Okay, those minutes are approved. Let's turn now to the community outreach subcommittee minutes, and we've got a couple of corrections to those. We've got minutes from August 25th, September 8th, September 21st, September 29th, October 5th, and October 13th. And there's a correction on the September 8th minutes. It lists Peter Taylor as both present and absent, which is quite a hat trick. So, but if
That was a
anyone,
test.
if anyone could pull it off, it would be Peter Taylor. So yeah, nobody caught that except me, Amanda and me. So anyway, Peter, we checked the tape and you weren't at that one. So we're taking you off of the present roster. And then on page 5, paragraph 6, it should read, Mr. Stewart stated that an issue was raised instead of than an issue was raised. So those are the two corrections that we have to that set of minutes, but I'll take a motion to approve each of these sets, August 25th, September 8th, September 21st, September 29th, October 5th, and October 13th.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
I have a correction to October 13th.
Okay,
I
but we
think,
got a motion by Bonnie, a second by Nadine. Now we're having discussion, which is going to include a correction by Tara.
on page 3,
Mhm.
the second paragraph above number 6,
Which date are we talking about?
October 13th.
Okay,
I think that Mary McGurn should be changed to Mary Brazy. It talks about the select board, that Lucinda was going back to the select board, and it listed George McGurn and Mary McGurn instead of Mary Brazy.
wait, what page are you on?
I was on page 3.
Yeah,
I can bring them up. It's the second paragraph above number 6 on that page. I hope I wrote that down right, because I'm not looking at it.
October 13, the second
Yep.
paragraph above page 6 doesn't.
Okay.
It's the third paragraph.
Oh.
Stated that she would need to bring this up at the select
Right,
board meeting. And assume, yes, you're correct, and Mary Brazy, that should
Right,
read,
instead of Mary McGurn. Yeah.
yes. Okay. So, Bonnie and Nadine, you agree to amend your motion to include that correction?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So any more discussion on these minutes? All right, so I'll take a vote of just the community outreach subcommittee members. So Nadine,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Peter,
Yes.
Tara,
Yes.
Lucy's a yes. Is Carl on yet? No. Okay, any opposed?
You didn't call me.
Oh, sorry, Bonnie.
Yes.
Okay. So these minutes are approved. Thank you. And now we've got the joint meeting of the select boards on August 28. We had at that meeting a quorum of the project management and community outreach subcommittees. So I'll take a motion by, it'd be great if I could get a motion by someone who's on both of those committees. So either Peter or Bonnie to,
So moved.
okay, Bonnie is moved to approve
I'll second.
August 28. And who's seconded?
I'll second. Peter Taylor.
Thank you, Peter.
Lucy-
Any discussion on this?
That's the joint meeting of the Select Board, Finance Committee, and Regional School.
Yeah,
Okay, at the end of the attendees, there's a blank, it says and there's nobody's name. I think my name was supposed to be there
okay,
because I was there.
okay, so I'll add Tara's name there. Any other corrections? Okay, Bonnie and Peter, you agree to that correction?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so project management vote first. That would be Steve,
Yes.
Bonnie,
Yes.
Deb,
Yes.
Peter Taylor,
Yes.
Nadine,
Yes.
and me. That's a yes. Have I missed anyone? Oh, John Silbert.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and then vote of community outreach subcommittee members, Nadine,
Yes.
Bonnie,
Yes.
Peter,
Yes.
Tara.
Yes,
Who have I missed? Me, yes.
Susan.
Susan,
Yes.
okay. That's approved. And then the community convening October 11. The only quorum we had present there was community outreach, so I need a community outreach member to move adoption.
So
I'll-
moved.
second,
Okay, any corrections on this one?
no.
Okay, any discussion? Okay. So all in favor of approving these minutes, Susan,
Yes.
John. I'm sorry, Susan, Nadine,
Yes.
Tara,
Yes,
Patrick,
Yes.
Tara, I already asked you. Nadine, did I already ask you?
You
Yeah.
did.
Who have I missed? Anyone?
Hey. Bonnie.
Bonnie
Yes.
and yes. Okay. Great. And thank you, Amanda, for that very
Yeah.
late night effort. We got
Very
it
well done.
done. Yeah.
We
And-
did it.
Yeah, thank you, Amanda, for what, a year and a half of this torture?
I'm speechless.
yeah,
So are we.
Amanda,
usual.
never accept the role of secretary on any committee for the rest of your life.
and don't leave the room if they're gonna vote on it, because you'll definitely become
Good
it.
advice. Very good advice.
Okay, great. So Jake, you're up. Final budget report.
Great, yeah, just take a couple minutes.
Oh,
Anna,
do
could
you
I-
screen share?
Yeah, it'd be helpful. I just have a
One
couple.
last go.
You good?
Should be good.
Great, thank you. All right, y'all can see that big dollar sign?
Yeah.
Great, all right. I just have two slides for you. I had updated you all a few meetings back on where we were with spending for this particular cycle with what we had left. I had mentioned that we were gonna run out of money in October, which we basically did. We filled gaps with Burke 12 funds, but I wanted to just share with you before I show you where we're at, total spending for the entire project start to finish. I thought this would just be of interest to folks, and I anticipated this question might be asked tonight. So this was total spending and revenue that came in directly to this board via the two fiscal agents, which were the two school systems, the two districts. So all told, it was just a hair over $500,000 in direct funds in. I also did some analysis of what Burke 12 contributed. And the lines are not perfectly sharp because my time, people like Mary Nash and the research team were split between multiple projects on both the Burke side and in this side. So I tried to partition that out, but I estimated that at around $275,000. But keep in mind that included like the $50,000 Bar Foundation grant that came in for envisioning. But if you were to do a total tally, the total tally is somewhere around $750,000 was spent on the project. So where are we with current budget? You go from $750,000 to $567. So that's where we are right now with available funds, recognizing that I do have some outstanding invoices that I owe people, including Amanda, who you all just recognize is doing exceptional work, but she's still working. And so once she wraps up the next couple of days, she will send me her final invoice and I will pay those. We have a couple of outstanding invoices for that I owe Lucy because Lucy paid for the website, for example. So there's a few things that are still stray out there. And then I've got to square everything up with Sharon, which will happen once those are paid. And what I thought we could do if there were any remaining funds is I would combine whatever's remaining in the community compact grant with some money on the Burke 12 side and distribute 2 mini grants out to the districts for $1,500 for each. And we did that 2 years ago, and that was just an acknowledgement of allowing the two superintendents to identify a few people who put in effort on the district side as employees going above and beyond to support the effort. And so I guess all I would need approval from you all for would be if we have any remaining funds in the community compact grant, would you be okay with distributing those out in combination with the Burke 12 funds to do this? I guess I don't need approval from you all to send Burke funds back out to the districts. I would need approval from my Burke 12 board to do that, which they're fine with. But that's really the only ask I have that's left of this particular group, because I suspect we won't perfectly zero it out. So does that make sense?
Yes. So
Okay.
moved.
Second.
Jake, I have my hand raised.
Oh.
Or should- if you
Yeah,
could answer.
before we get to you, Bonnie, I'm looking for clarification, Jake, on what it is exactly you're asking this board to approve, since there's no money left
Yeah.
in the planning board budget. I
So-
guess I'm not completely following.
So we haven't completely paid down the planning board budget because we have encumbrances, Lucy, right? So we have more than $567. I'm backing out the encumbrances. We're probably closer to $5,000 in the account right now. But I owe people money, including you and Amanda. Once I have those final invoices in hand, I will have some outstanding balance in that account. Right now, I'm estimating that balance to be around $567. And so what I would ask approval for the board to do is to take that money, combine it with some Burke funds I have, and distribute it out to the 2 districts for these mini grants. And that way it would be zeroed out.
Okay, and who made the motion?
Nadine,
Okay, and who seconded?
Deb.
Okay. All right, Bonnie?
Thank you. Question, you showed revenue at 502, $500,000.
Mhm.
You're saying that revenue slide would be comparable to what you spent?
That's right.
Yeah, okay, so that's why you didn't show a separate expenditure one. That's number one. Number two, were there people, or do you not want to get involved in this, that you particularly in the 2 districts would want to acknowledge for the work that was helpful to you? So
Yeah,
that
I
they would be the recipients.
I had reached out to Beth and Peter probably a month plus ago about this as a possibility. But I said, you certainly could identify the folks who you felt put in additional effort.
Okay.
So I'll use Sharon Harrison as an example, okay? Sharon Harrison was incredibly helpful many times throughout the process and, helping us to think through particular things. So if Peter decides that Sharon rises to that level of, hey, you went above and beyond, then he would distribute some chunk of that $1,500 to her. I think the last time we did it in like $500 stipends of honorariums, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, any more discussion? All right, let's take a vote on the motion. Chuck,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Jim,
Yes.
George,
Yes.
Deb,
Yes.
Peter,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Tara,
Yes.
Nadine,
yes,
Bonnie,
Yes.
Colin,
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Andy. Anyone I missed? I'm a yes. Anyone I missed? Okay, the motion passes.
And then Lucy, I just wanted to make sure everyone was aware that we're also ensuring that there's no additional or ongoing costs. And so we've set up cancellation of all the subscriptions, the various things that we have in motion. We paid for a Google Drive, for a Zoom subscription, and for the website, both Squarespace and the domain name. So I just wanted to make everyone aware that those would be ending, which obviously makes logical sense. But the website I know might be of interest to people. We're going to close down public access. I wanted to make sure I gave everyone a heads up that we were going to do that, so that if you had any interest in grabbing things from the website, downloading and saving, you had some time to do that. So I thought, a month would be reasonable to warn everyone that public access would end. And then we'll keep it active basically until the end of the contract period, which is, I think, June 24th. So it would still be available, just behind, basically it would be private. So if folks wanted something, they could certainly reach out and we could get it. And then I'm in the process of sort of archiving everything and trying to organize it. I'm about halfway through it. There's a lot of content there, as you might expect. And I just want to make sure that it's saved somewhere. So if there are particular things you want, grab them, download them, save them the way you want, print them, do what you want with them. But that's sort of the heads up on where we're headed with the various subscriptions.
Again, I have a question.
So,
Is that okay?
But yeah, let me just get some clarification first from Jake. So when you say it will be active,
Yeah.
what you mean is that the website will still have the content on it, but
Yes.
public access to the website will end February 1.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I
All
just,
right.
sorry.
all right. And we will be obviously posting all of these minutes that have been approved probably tomorrow. So those minutes will be up and available to the public through January. And then, of course, we'll have them archived if we get a request for them at some later point.
Right.
Okay. Yes, go ahead, Bonnie.
Okay, this, for so many reasons was an incredible move in terms of education. And I have a feeling that there might be people who might at some point in the near future want to do dissertations on what happened, what worked, what didn't, etc. With what's going to be archived, would they be able to access it? And if so, would it be possible in whatever final letters would go out from you, Lucy, and Jake, to indicate that, we welcome that research and this is how it can be accessed?
Well, I don't anticipate sending any letters out after we dissolve tonight. I think we're gonna have the material archived and available to the public through January. Certainly, each school district could grab a copy of all the material for their own purposes. But there will not be a person, Bonnie, responsible for these records in perpetuity. So I think to the extent the districts are interested in the archive material, they should archive it themselves
Okay.
because they have that longevity.
Thank you.
Any
couple of
other
hands.
questions
Yeah.
about this?
Lucy, I just want to point out that the Wayback Machine, which is a web archive for the entire
Right.
internet, has every version of this website live on it. Anybody can go to the Wayback Machine, just search for it in Google, put in the URL 8towns.org, and you can find not only the most current website, but many, many prior versions of it, because it does a new archive with every change.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Good
Patrick.
point, Patrick. Okay, any other questions for Jake?
Charlie has one?
Charlie?
Yeah, I
ahead.
want to thank everyone for all the hard work that they've done. And also, Lucy, I'm going to have to leave this meeting and I want to wish everyone a happy new year. And thanks a lot.
Thank you, Charlie. You
Thanks,
too.
Charlie.
Thanks, Charlie.
Happy New
Talk
Year.
to you all later.
Thanks,
Okay,
Happy New
yeah.
Year.
I promised everyone we'd be out of here in 30 minutes, so we've got a minute left. Then the next and final item on the agenda is the motion to dissolve. So I'll take a motion to dissolve.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
thank you, Deb. Any discussion?
Hey, Lucy, before we vote, I just want to give a shout out to you and to the research team just for doing a well-considered, methodical, data-rich process. It took 3 years, and I thought we covered a lot of ground looking at a really important topic. And I also just want to acknowledge your leadership in terms of always centering our work on what's going to be best for the kids, which was what motivated all of us for the last 3 years. So thank you, and thank you to the team.
Thank you, Peter. And I just want to add in terms of thanks, I want to recognize Burke 12 for the financial support they've provided us throughout this 3.5-year process. I want to thank the superintendents for their support. I want to particularly thank Jake. I've done it many times, but I want to do it again. And his team, including Mary and Matt, obviously, and Frank and everyone on that team. It's been an extraordinary effort. Our regional council, Russell, and I want to thank the DESI representatives who put so much time into this project and just gave very generously of their expertise and time as we crafted that regional agreement. So I wanted to recognize all of them, and I want to recognize all of you for your work during this period. So thank you. And if there's no further discussion, I will call for a vote on the motion to dissolve. Okay, Charlie's gone. Tom Burkle,
Yes.
Jim,
Yes.
George,
Yes.
Deb,
Yes.
Peter Taylor,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Don.
Most reluctant yes I ever did.
Thank you, John.
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Tara,
Yes.
Nadine,
Yes, ma'am.
Bonnie,
Yes.
Colin,
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
I'm a yes. Did I miss anyone? Okay, well, thank you, everyone. I'm sure I'll be seeing many of you around. I've really enjoyed this process and getting to know everyone, and wish you a very happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year,
Happy
all.
New Year.
Bye.
New Year.
Bye, all.
Bye all. Have a wonderful 2024.